Hello there, welcome back to my channel, Snips by Kelly. I'm Kelly, and tonight I have an easy and cute single page layout for you here that focuses on repeated layers. We're going to use our brand new March-April season mix-ins that I've already featured in a previous process video, but they're great for many projects. They have a color scheme of periwinkle, honey butter, sea brook, and sage. It's 6 sheets each of double-sided patterns, and our mix-ins are designed to coordinate with our 2 main lines in each catalog cycle. So we have 2 main lines that launched here on March 1st, the Let's Go Anywhere travel line and the Honey Bunny more Easter and pastel line. So there are 3 patterns that are specifically designed to coordinate with the Let's Go Anywhere line, and 3 patterns that are specifically designed to go with the Honey Bunny line. But the beauty is the patterns can cross over. Many or most of the patterns would work both for each paper suite, and it really stretches the collection so you can get even more projects and pages out of those collections. Now, I've been having so much fun with featured artwork, and I've done so many process videos in the last couple weeks on featured artwork in the catalog and changing it up, making it fit for your photos, using it as inspiration, adding companion pages, flipping patterns, and doing all kinds of things with them. But I love the simplicity of this. This is a quick and easy one that you can repeat banners, and it has repeated layers in the background as well as repeated layers of patterns on the front. So I have these photos of 3 of my granddaughters, Hattie, Avery, and Ramsey, and they're wearing little outfits that I brought back from a specialty store in Hawaii. I had gone to Hawaii, but I had only 2 photos. There was a huge amount of space between the girls, and my granddaughter Hattie was facing the other 2 girls in the opposite direction, and it looked a little wonky. So I'm going to show you how I cropped that photo out with a photo app and rotated the orientation of the photo. So I'll talk to you about that here in a little bit, but let's talk dimensions. So this is a layered background. So we have a 12 by 12 piece of the Periwinkle heart season mix-ins, and then we've gutted it out a 1-inch frame all the way around, an 11 by 11 Seabrook cardstock that I'm going to use on the light side, a 10 1/4 by 10 1/4 sapphire cardstock, and a 10 by 10 white daisy. Now I'm doing a little bit of mixing up. I've cut a couple photo mats from the Let's Go Anywhere collection, this nice periwinkle pinstripe in 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 because it's 2 3 by 4 photos that I'm going to create out of that. I'm going to use a 10-inch zip strip, Heart Seabrook zip strip, and then in the master, the inspiration, you can see that they've used some Seabrook glitter paper. Now the glitter paper that they've used is much larger than the glitter paper that I happen to have left over, but I love that it's just adding an element of another layer on the corner and also another color and also a little bit of sparkly texture. So my glitter paper pieces are 3 1/2 by 4, and I literally just took a chunk that I had left over, and without even measuring it, I just cut it in half so that I'd have a little bit sticking up. And the cool part about it is you could gut a little bit out of that because only the edges are going to show. You also could gut the Seabrook cardstock in the background base. So I'm going to put the 2 photo mats together up in the upper left-hand side of the white daisy, and then I'm going to mount the first photo. I love specialty stores. We don't have much of that in South Dakota. So what I've done is I've actually put this on my PictureMate. My PictureMate 400 is my photo printer, but I actually use a print to size photo app, and I cropped out the little photo of Hattie that was originally in the bigger photo. So I made the large 4x6 photo into a 3x4 and a 2x3 by putting it on an app called Print to Size. That way I had the option to flip Hattie and have her face the opposite direction, because later I'm going to put her on a banner piece so she's looking up toward the other girls, so that the orientation of the picture just works better for the layout. And I love that Print to Size app for that reason, because you can flip the subjects so that they're looking the opposite direction if it works in your layout. Now I'm just taking my black LePen and I'm doing double lines all the way around the white daisy piece for some added interest. Actually, not all the way around. I'm just going around the top section. And then I'm going to add that zip strip at 10 inches. So it's 1/2 by 10, the Seabrook Heart zip strip. And I'm going to put that, I'm going to center that underneath those photos at the top all the way. We're leaving a little bit of space on the right side of the girls' photos for the title. And we're going to do a little bit of treatment there, but it's so easy. This one is going to be one of those that you can get home from work after having a really rough day, and you can run up to your craft room or go to your craft room and throw this together in a half hour. I love when you can do that. I love spending hours on pages too, but there are some times with this, in this situation, I had literally only 2 photos. It wasn't like a sentimental event or an event that I had a big story about. It was just simply grandma coming home from Hawaii with hair clips and matching outfits for the girls. And I loved seeing their cute hair and having this photo of them. So it wasn't one that I wanted to document pages and pages or a big long story, just a quick and easy page that you can come home from a hard day at work and enjoy putting together. So what I've done is I've taken my blending brush and added a little periwinkle ink in the background, and then I've added some foam tape to the Oh Happy Day sticker. This is a sticker that was left over from my the Honey Bunny collection. So some of the bits and pieces and the banners that we're going to be adding here in a little bit, and you're going to be happy. I am pausing this section for quite a bit here so that you can zoom in and take a screenshot, because I've worked out all of the dimensions for you. Yes, sometimes when you look at something, it's okay when you're creating it for yourself, because you can just take a pile of scraps and just start going to town and cutting them and dovetailing them and making them all into dovetailed banners. But when you're doing it for other people, you have to say exactly the size of each banner. So I did that for you, so you are very welcome. So I'm showing you 2 ways to dovetail. If you bend the paper to the grain of the paper, it will bend nice and easily, and you can fold it and do a quick snip on a diagonal to make a quick and easy dovetail. If you don't have the ability to go on the grain and it's not very pliable, cut about a 1/2 inch up the center and cut into the sides of that on a diagonal, and you'll also get a perfect dovetail. I will often make one dovetail that I like, and I'll use that dovetail as my master to cut lots of other dovetails. So all we're going to do is we're going to make a base layer where some of the pieces overlap and some of them don't. And we're going to just make a nice foundation, and then we're going to begin to layer. And we're going to layer some shorter, some longer, some on top, some flush, and to create a really fun up and down motion. And I like to do this with foam tape, and I'll even take thin foam tape. So I'll make some of them flush, and then I'll put thin foam tape on some, and a little heavier or wider foam tape on another, a more 3D. And that way you've got some dimension, and those banners will flow up and down. And I love that look. It's so quick and easy. You can do that with a ton of different paper packs. So if you have a lot of different paper packs that you need to use up, or bits and pieces from paper packs that you need to use up. They don't all have to be from the same collection. And that's what I love, because I'll often end up with like a small chunk of paper left over from one line and another small chunk of paper left over from another line, and so on and so forth. So it's nice to put all of that together in one beautiful layout. So in these dovetailed banner pieces, I labeled those. So if you zoomed in and took a great screenshot of that, it'll be smooth sailing. Most of these pieces are the season mix-ins, the March-April season mix-ins that I featured at the beginning of this video. But there are a couple honey bunny patterns in there. There is the honey butter dot pattern from Honey Bunny, and then 2 of the bunny patterns from Honey Bunny. There's also a couple from I think 1 or maybe 2 that are in there from Let's Go Anywhere, the Let's Go Anywhere collection. So I love that that's eclectic, and that we have a little bit. Oh, this green pattern that I just laid is from the Let's Go Anywhere collection, and then the pinstripe, the Periwinkle pinstripe, is from the Let's Go Anywhere collection. And I'm patterning it off of the featured artwork. So if you've been following along with me this month, I made it my mission to recreate just about every single piece of art in the catalog. And I featured 75 of those created pieces in a video that I'll link up above and down below here in the description, that you can check out. And I actually did a walkthrough of the catalog, but it was an art walkthrough where I showed all of the artwork up close and personal that I recreated. And some of it I made it my own, and I made changes to it. Some of it I made elevations to it and added some extras to it. Some of it I added like companion pages to a single page, and some of it I changed up completely, and some of it I adored and I loved it just as it was, and I left it as it was. And that's one of my favorite things to do. And I get so many cards and pages by just recreating the artwork from the idea book. So here you can see that Hattie was originally facing inward because it was one photo. It was a 4x6 photo, and Hattie was facing Ramsey and Avery because their mom, my daughter Emily, was trying to get a side view so that I could see how she had fixed their hair with the hair bows or barrettes that I sent them from the store in Hawaii. And so what I did is I put that on my print to size app, flipped it so that she was facing the other direction, so that now when I trim down that photo and make it into a dovetailed banner, I can have her looking up at the girls, and then it won't seem like she's looking off in a weird direction. So I thought that was really, really fun. I could actually decide to have her looking toward the right, or I could have decide to have her looking toward the left. So if you want to know a little bit more about printing smaller photos and resizing smaller photos and making odd size photos using that print to size app, I do have a process video, a quick and easy process video where I show on my phone me doing that and resizing. And then on that very same app, it's a single button that will flip and rotate the orientation. So I hope you're all loving some of these quick and easy pages. A lot of my process videos are a little longer, and there's a lot more detail, and I'm adding a lot of technique, and it takes a while, but I've really been enjoying just doing some quick and easy ones that come together so easily for those odds and ends photos that aren't going to be a super special theme, but they're special enough to you to be able to document and put in your albums. So here I'm just adding. So what I did is I sized it to 2x3. And I first cropped it out of the original photo, sized it to 2x3, and then dovetailed the bottom so that it would fit on one of those dovetailed banners. And I thought that was a super cute way to add an extra photo to a banner layout and have just another fun little element. So I've done my journaling on our journal sticker strips, and I love them. So of course, this has been a hard couple weeks with the announcement of the closure of Close to My Heart. Have no fear, I'm not going anywhere. I will be still sharing lots and lots of process videos and artwork and tips and tricks, and I will be right here. I do plan to take the Stampin' Up! Offer, at least I'm 99.9% sure. I have to listen to the rest of the details, but they're going to merge some of our wonderful Close to My Heart products with some of the wonderful Stampin' Up! Products and create a home for those Close to My Heart makers that would like to join the Stampin' Up! Demonstrator community. And they've worked really, really hard at it. Our founder and CEO and our president and vice president and all of the people that are in our Close to My Heart company have been working with the CEO of Stampin' Up! To create a pathway for us. And I just feel like it's something that I need to do and I want to do and I want to try and I want to marry those products and keep bringing amazing scrapbooking workshops and process videos to all of you and keep my wonderful, joyful paper crafting community together. So I had an extra little bunny from the Honey Bunny scrapbooking Stampin' Thin Cut set that I did a process video where I used those. So I'll link that video in the description so you can see exactly the tri-blend coloring that I did on that bunny. And all we're doing at the top is adding a few little bits. Those banners are colorful and we have plenty. So I've added a little green tab sticker up to the top that was left over from Honey Bunny and a little So Sweet sticker in Limeade up at the top. And then love this, a pink sticker on Hattie's photo down below. And then we're just doing a little bit of decorating with they're either ballerina or peach honey bunny dots. Love it. Love it. So easy, so fun, quick and painless, and hopefully even more quick and painless since I did all of the banner measurements for you. So I hope you enjoyed this. Hit subscribe, the notifications bell, so you get more content right here on Snips by Kelly. Happy scrappin'. Bye-bye.